Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today we are going to be playing some Mortar with Battle Ram. I'm just feeling absolutely like a menace today. I feel like I need to get some wins here, and I need to do it with something pretty crazy. So we're going to be playing this deck. Honestly, this deck is absolutely busted. I'm amazed at how what Ram goes with Mortar. I really never thought that I would see the day that this is something that, you know, is viable in the meta, but it 100% is. So let's get some wins here. Now, what are your guys' thoughts on the season so far? I feel like Mortar is actually very strong this season. You know, I'm seeing it a lot more consistently than I ever have before, so it's pretty crazy. We are going to go ahead and go pretty aggressive here, but he did hit us with the freeze. I'm going to go ahead and pop the ability here on the Goblinstein, just because we're going to shred that Dark Prince and get some really good damage here, and then the Cannon card along with the Scientist as well will kind of be annoying for him to deal with. Let's go ahead and Mortar here, because we have the Cannon card down in front of the Mortar, and then we are going to get the Mortar lock, but now let's be ready for him to go with something heavy, because he's obviously saving his elixir for something, so you know, we want to be ready for that. But okay, so there's the Pekka. Let's go ahead and play our bomber right here. That way we also get closer to our Evo bomber, and then I'm just going to play the guards right here. Guards as well, guys, are really good against Evo Pekka. I'm finding that they help me a lot in my Evo Pekka matchups. You know, we're seeing Evo Pekka pretty much everywhere in the meta right now, so they are a great card to take with you, as well as, you know, when you having the Battle Ram in this deck, it gives you a really good chance to kind of punish your opponent for, you know, putting a ton of elixir in one lane. So if they start a Pekka in the back, then you can Ram Rider opposite lane sometimes and just get some damage and also stop them from building a big push. We have our Goblinstein walking in there. He's going to Dark Prince. I actually don't think I'm going to really back this up that much. I think I'm just going to play the Cannon card here. Okay, we're going to get the Goblinstein on the tower. Let's pop the ability here. I'm going to log as well to interrupt his Scientist so that he can't pop the ability, and also stop the Dark Prince. We got some really good damage there though, and then I'm going to go ahead and Mortar in this opposite lane here, because he does have to counter that Cannon card. So you know, he's either going to lose the tower on the left or take a ton of damage. So overall, pretty good start here. Let's wait and see if he's going to do anything like build up a big Pekka push, but I think that's going to be a nice and easy win for our first matchup. So as you guys can see, this deck is amazing, and this is definitely going to be worth watching. So let's go on into the next one. Alright, you guys, next matchup, we're up against a dude whose name is I'm a Chicken Moo. That is crazy. I've never heard of Chicken Moo, and if I did, I think I would run in the opposite direction, because that would be really freaking weird. Looks like we might be playing against Hog Cycle, so that's going to be a very close matchup. Whenever you're playing, okay, hold up. Oh no, this is going to be Balloon actually. Okay, that's going to be a tougher matchup for us, because we don't have a lot of air counters in this deck, so the Balloon can be very, very scary for us. We're gonna have to really make use of our Ram Rider, I think. Okay, hold up. Royal Ghost is crazy. I don't know what this deck is. I'm still a little bit suspicious of Balloon. Whenever I see arrows, I think that there's a Balloon coming out, but at this point I'm not really sure. I'm gonna Ram Rider here just as a little counter push. He does have Fisherman and Pekka. Okay, there's got to be a freeze in this deck, and there's got to be a Balloon. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of just the most logical thing here. But the only thing is, this deck is a little bit different. It's like a mix between Bridge. Okay, that's crazy. Let's go ahead and defensive Mortar here, and then that Ram Rider should get dealt with pretty easily. We have the Cannoneer shooting, and then we do also have the Scientist interrupting the Ram, which is good. So we are going to defend that. Whenever you guys are playing against Battle Ram, make sure that you're playing that defensive Mortar and really making advantage of that, just because you know, it's one of those things where you need something to pull that Ram, because it's going to get on your tower. If you don't, you don't have the counters to stop it, especially if they put a Pekka in front of it. And then with the defensive Mortar as well, you know, you can really kind of pull it and then play your Scientist to interrupt it and have a pretty solid defense. Let's go ahead and play the Cannon card here. If he tries to play like an Evo Pekka or something on that Cannon card, I could always Ram Rider. I'm actually going to Ram Rider opposite lane here, because he started the Musketeer in the back for the slow push. Because he started it in the back, it's going to be in the wrong lane. So we are going to get the Ram Rider on the tower there. He will get a King Tower activation, but that's okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and Evo Mortar on this side. Oh, that is crazy. Okay, hold up. Okay, we are going to get the Mortar lock, but we do have to log here. I guess we could have used our Rage as well, but I just went for the log. And then, ooh, this is very scary. I can't let that Pekka get on my tower. Okay, do we defensive Rage on the Cannoneer? I think we do. Okay, we're going to get all of that taken out. We probably didn't need to do the defensive Rage, but we did get a ton of damage on that right side. So let's go ahead and Mortar again, kind of keep the pressure up on this guy. I'm going to Cannon cart, because that will deal with the Ram Rider, and it will also deal with the Fisherman and defensively. And then because he used the Fisherman, I could probably go for a Ram Rider here. So let's go ahead and do that, and then he might Pekka, so we'll see what happens with that. He did a really good job of body blocking with the Pekka. I have to give respect where respect is due. And then we do have the Cannon there, so that will get some damage on it at least. I'm going to go ahead and play the Goblinstein here. here. It will take one shot from the musketeer, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just pop the ability here just to kind of help me defend against everything, and then we might as well log as well. We can go ahead and play a defensive mortar up high here, and then the scientist should also help out with that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and Ram Rider right here. And then, oh, actually, that fisherman's going to pull it. That was a really bad Ram Rider. I don't really know what I was thinking there. It got pulled back twice there. That's crazy. I got a little bit distracted. Let's go ahead and play the cannon card here. And then, okay, I'm going to cycle my guards right here. We might as well just get those down. And then I'm going to go for a mortar as soon as we defend this. So let's get the Goblinstein down here. I think we're going to get him on this one. I think he's going to lose right here. And then let's go ahead. We got the Goblinstein. I'm going to go ahead and Evo Bomber as well here. Try to get that on the Musketeer if we're lucky. And then he's going to Ram Rider. I'm literally just going to log it last second because I think we're going to take his tower here. So I'm not too worried about that. And then Cannon Card will get on the tower. That is going to be a win. Let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck. And let's go on into the next one. All right, you guys, next matchup. Now, for those of you who are still watching, I do also want to give you guys a bit of a tip while this guy gives us the mortar lock. That is absolutely crazy. But one of the tips I want to give you guys is when you're playing against Pekka, if you see them carrying a balloon, which is a very common and popular deck that's going on right now, with Mortarbait or with any mortar deck that you're playing, you have to play super aggressive against them, because typically those decks are going to build up like very big pushes, and it's a very expensive deck, and they're pretty much just relying on the fact that they can get a balloon Pekka freeze and then absolutely slam your tower. So you really need to punish those players. Same with decks like this where they have Goblin Giant and Evo Pekka. You really want to punish them and try to go aggressive and, you know, stop them from being able to build up that big massive push. Let's go ahead and just pop our ability here just to get some damage on that fisherman, and then this push will be defended. So honestly, we're off to another really good start here, but you know, we'll have to kind of wait and see. I think he was hoping that he could tower swap with us, which honestly would have been better for him if he did pull off the tower swap, but because we have amazing defense and we're just, you know, the mortar goats, we are going to pull that one off. Now, I think this season is going to be the season where I kind of push again and try to get a top finish. I feel like the last few seasons have been a little bit, you know, not as fun to play, so I'm hoping that this season is a little bit more fun and not as repetitive with the annoying meta. Let's go ahead and Cannon Card in the pocket here because he's going to start a slow push, and then he's going to go ahead and play the Evo Goblin Giant, which was actually a very good play for him to do. Okay, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to Ram Rider defensively to slow down the Goblin Giant, and then I'm going to go ahead and play my guards as well, and the Ram Rider will tank that bomber, which is really helpful. And then we're just going to wait. Now we should log. We're going to take some damage here, unfortunately, but that's okay. Overall, actually, really not a bad defense. I was expecting a lot more damage than what we ended up taking, which is very good. So we can kind of just chill for a second and wait and see what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and play the Evo Mortar right here. He's going to start the slow push in the back, so we have to be very careful because he's going to do something huge. Let's get a cannon cart just kind of cycled here. I'm not going to defend that Evo Mortar because he's building up that massive push. I really do need to be ready to play some solid defense, and then we're going to play the bomber just to get that going down, get to our Evo Bomber hopefully quicker. I'm not going to play anything else quite yet. Let's go ahead and pop our ability though, because that will help kind of shred through everything. I don't want to give him value on the arrows, so that's why I'm holding on to my guards at least for a tiny bit longer. Now we're going to play him because we have to. And then I'm going to go ahead and just log here, get rid of that bomber. We can play the cannon cart as well and absolutely shut down that entire push, and that is going to be another very easy win. So as you guys can see, you know, you really want to pressure these decks that are running the Evo Pekka and trying to build up a massive push against you, because they're just freaking annoying, man, and you just want to stop them. But let's go on into the next matchup. Alright, you guys, last matchup of the video. Let's get a nice win here. I'm going to go ahead and Goblinstein in the back for our first play because, you know, I'm reckless, I'm self-destructive. He does have bats. I'm going to rage here. We almost messed that up a little bit. I'm going to log on these wall breakers, and that should stop them as well. Cannoneer stops all of that, and then he's going to Inferno Dragon. That is not a good counter. Oh, okay, actually, that was it ended up being a pretty good counter to our Goblinstein. I was going to say that's going to just get disrupted by the scientist constantly, and he's not really going to get much damage, but it ended up working out for him in the end there. So I guess I am the joke here. Let's go ahead and play some guards here. Then I'm going to play the rage right here as well to deal with that. The guards are also very nice against Goblin Drill, which is super helpful. I'm going to go ahead and mortar here. We actually took a little bit of damage there. That was unfortunate, but we do have the mortar down. I'm going to cannon cart up high to deal with that Goblin gang, and then that will also be into the same lane to kind of support the mortar a bit. Unfortunately, the Inferno Dragon will most likely shut it down, but I think the cannon cart will get on the tower if he doesn't counter it, so that would be good. And then the wall breakers will get fully countered. I'm just going to play my bomber here to distract the Inferno Dragon just so that we can get that out of the way, and then also get the Evo Bomber cycle going, and then you know, we can kind of be ready for whatever happens next. Now against Drill, usually if they're spamming poisons when they're playing their drills, then you kind of want to play in both lanes. You don't want to give them a ton of poison value. But against this guy, I'm not really sure what he's running yet, so I'm just going to wait to do that. He went in really aggressive there, so I'm going to go ahead and just log here defensively. And then honestly, we probably could have got away with not logging, but I'm going to have that log there, and then we're going to go ahead and play the Mortar. Those bats are going to be annoying. They're going to really shred through a lot. That is crazy that a Mega Knight just came out. Okay, we're still going to get some decent Mortar damage, and the Scientist will help counter that Mega Knight a bit, but we do have to Cannon card here. He'll probably go for the Inferno Dragon to counter the Cannon card if I have to guess. Maybe what we'll do is we'll play the guards in front of it so that he can't Inferno Dragon, and that will be kind of more hard for him to counter, and that'll be a little bit annoying for him. Yeah, okay, so he's going to have to play the Wall Breakers. I'm going to log just to be safe. We don't want to take any risks there. And then let's go ahead and let's play the Evo Mortar, actually, because we have the Cannon card in front there. And then we're going to go ahead and Goblinstein here. Let's go ahead and let's Rage here as well. And then we are going to get back to our log, so let's go ahead and log here. And then we will take some Goblin drill damage there, but we do take the tower on the right side. We can just play the Mortar on this side to counter that push there with the Wall Breakers. And then let's even put a Cannon card in the pocket just to put a little bit of extra pressure on him, and we'll even Rage that. We might as well. But let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one because you guys are beautiful.